Now's the time, Portal Master.
Hey everybody, this is Mike with SkylanderNutts.com, and today we're going to be doing a walkthrough of the Cursed Tiki Temple. Now, this so far has kind of been one of my favorite levels in the game. It's been a little bit of a challenge to find all of the hidden chests and the troll radio in this game. In fact, the boys missed the troll radio in their playthrough. But I do think they found one of the harder chests because I didn't go back to watch their video and I got stuck and I couldn't find this chest for like 2 or 3 playthroughs. So finally I found it, even though I was kind of trying to look for it. I knew some of the tricks that this level used, but it took me a while. But now I know where everything is, so I'm going to share that with you. And today, of course, we're going to be using Wildstorm as our featured Skylander. And I think he's a pretty good air Skylander. He is a, what is he, a knight? Yeah, he's a knight, and I'm not too big on the knights, but he does have some ranged attacks, which I really like. So it mixes both of them together. And he's a level 10 now. He's just about got everything unlocked, I think. I don't have his Sky Chi power yet. But even at level 3, he was doing a very good amount of damage. So I'm pretty high on him as one of my favorite Skylanders so far. Alright, well, let's get in the game. I put him on the portal, so we're going to walk over here now to this Cursed Tiki Temple so we can get started in finding all of the treasure and Imaginite chests. Now, there's not a lot because there are no soul gems. These are late added levels, so you don't get too many of the collectibles that you normally get. This one does offer a speed run. So if we look at the goals here, we got some story goals. We only have 3 treasure chests and 1 troll radio. But there's a lot of treasure to be found too. And then we have a battle gong, no lives lost, defeat a bunch of enemies in final areas, and that speed run. I gave the speed run a try earlier and I failed by about a minute. So I need to get ready and use one of the fastest Skylanders to get through that, I think. I was using just a quick one with a good dash, but wasn't good enough. So, with that said, let's get into the game and check out the Cursed Tiki Temple.
It's mine! I saw it first!
Are you crazy? As soon as we took it out of the temple, Dragon Island started flying around and breathing fire!
Clearly a coincidence.
Knock it off, you two. What's going on here? This genius stole a stone head from the Tiki Temple on Dragon Island. He wanted to make it into a coffee table, if you can believe that nonsense. Anyway.
Where am I? A dragon? Thank goodness. I wonder if you can help me, my friend. I've been asleep for what feels like an eternity, and now it seems I don't know where I am. Or, come to think of it, who I am.
Skylander, if taking the head from the temple created this crisis, perhaps returning it will fix things. I'll protect the village. You get the head back to Dragon Island.
If the dragon trusts you, I will too. Now, if I could only remember my... Bob! Yes, my name is Bob.
There we go. His name is Bob. You'd think he'd have a slightly different name than Bob, but I guess after you've forgotten where you've been for thousands of years, Bob is the best name you can think of. Alright, so we have to make our way now basically to the dragon to get on.
Ah, a chopping block. Now this rings a bell. They're so sharp they can cut through almost anything. See for yourself. Push the block towards the rope. Ah, but beware of the blades.
Yep, on our way to get onto the dragon. So Here is the first new kind of block that they add in this level. It's a block that you don't want to stand too close to when it's getting ready to spin its blades. You can push it just like the regular blocks, but watch out for those blades. They'll hurt you, but not much really. And then what you want to do is maneuver this block next to that rope over there. And when it slices, it cuts the rope just like that.
The stonemasons in my village made all sorts of blocks. Chopping blocks, pushing blocks, and chip off the old blocks. Wait,
There
could this be my village?
I got too close to it and I took some damage. So if you notice this block here, it is moved into position, which lets you go through. But if you noticed, right before I pushed this block over to cut the rope, it had two directions it could go, up and left. So I pushed it left to cut the rope, but now that the block is there, you can actually push it forward, which is definitely something you want to do. So by pushing that forward, and I don't think the boys did this, it's going to create a little hopping ledge to get up to that house thing up there. And if you notice, the door just opened on that house. So we want to jump up here and go in there. This is where our troll radio is.
We love our listeners here at K-Troll.
This is what the boys missed. So it's probably the first time they missed a troll radio. It's kind of one of the more hidden troll radios. Usually they're kind of out in the open. All right.
All right. Oh, yeah.
There we go. Unlock our sound for the level.
Hey, you want to change the channel on this troll radio, you just hit the thing, put a little plus in it, too.
Alright. Now we can continue on like we were going to go, which is across this bridge. There's another block that we have to scoot over. Stay away from the blades there.
You know, I told those two to stay away from that creepy old temple, but do they ever listen?
And now we have a bridge that extends. Now before we go running down that path, which is the main path, we want to go this direction. You don't have to do this. This is purely for treasure. That's kind of cool too. So you follow this path and there's a boat here. You get in the boat. Takes you on a little trip to this island, and look, tons of treasure just sitting on that island. Wait for it to drop you off.
I, for one, welcome our new Dragon Island overlords.
And I probably didn't need that treasure anymore. Wildstorm has plenty of money. Just playing this level a couple times got him all the money he needed. Because there's a lot of treasure on it, like that. And of course you can always break all these things. Sometimes you get some extra treasure out of just like garbage.
This place looks strangely familiar. These fuzzy little creatures, however, do not.
Alright, so we make our way over these little floating islands. If you fall off of this one, it's no big deal. It's going to drop on you, and you're just going to automatically end up starting here if you fall. Now these enemies are kind of interesting. They throw these giant balls you got to kind of be aware of. Now I've been using Wildstorm's basic attack, which is just swinging his blade around. It's pretty effective, it's pretty powerful. But another attack you might want to use is his secondary attack. It shoots out one bolt of lightning. Now my guy shoots out 3 bolts of lightning because I chose the upgrade path that enhances those lightning strikes. Also, I want to show you something here. While that did a lot of damage, well, I don't know if I can show you. If you hit the X button or your main attack button 3 or 4 times in a row, his last attack is going to be a headbutt, which is going to be super. Yeah, he's already dead. It's very effective though. See, that last burst ahead there is a headbutt. There it is. And I don't know. We'll have to use it on a big guy because these smaller guys get killed before you get a chance to see that headbutt do damage. Now, when you get close to a bunch of these guys, you can use your third attack. It kind of blows. I don't know. I guess it's air, but it almost seems like it freezes them. They slow down or something. It gives you a little bit of field with this cloud, a little bit of force field. It goes away. It does a lot of damage though, so it's kind of nice. See, he just keeps blowing it. Now, while that's nice, the lightning bolt attack on most of the enemies will knock them down. Like that.
Only
while
a
I kill them.
sensei can strike the
And
battle gong.
doing that is a good way for some of the bigger but not too big enemies to get them off of you. Like those guys throw those big bombs. If you hit them with a lightning bolt, it usually knocks them down. They can't throw that bomb for a few seconds. Gives you time to get in close and hit them with your knife or your sword there, or just hit them a couple more times with the air blast. It doesn't really matter which attack you use. They're all pretty powerful. Now we're going to do the Gong challenge and try to see how well I can use all these techniques. I like using, you gotta keep moving with those bombs coming at you. Oh, and that guy has beam, tough. Using air damage, try to get out of the way of that bomb. Got our knife through. I like to go after these guys fairly quick. Knock them down, knock them out. The beam guys are interesting because, you know, as long as you get out of the way, they're not too bad. But they're pretty fast, and you have to trick them to want to hit you with that beam. Yeah, knock them down there with that lightning attack. Gives me a few seconds. Now this bigger guy with the beam attack, he doesn't get knocked down. The little ones do though, and that helps. Look at that, nice ranged attack. I knocked him back a lot further. And he's still throwing the bombs at me though. Whoa. Now maybe if I can get him to, like, there's a little explosion. Alright, here's the beam. Alright, now attack. Oh, he died. There's another one. Is it the same one? I don't know. I think it might be a different one. There, you saw a headbutt do about 200 damage there at the end. So yeah, very powerful if you can stay in there long enough to do it. And that earns us our Imaginite chest. I'm not sure if this one will do it, but a lot of the Imaginite chests on this level give you an entire set worth of armor. Now they won't do that for me anymore because I already did it once. But the first time you do it, a lot of these hidden chests, I'm not sure about the Gong chest, will give you an entire set. So that's better than most levels that you play. So it's very important to find the Imaginite chests on this level. Got an ultimate this time.
New shoulder guards.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
Alright, now we can continue forward.
If we want to reach Dragon Island, we're going to need some kind of transportation to do so. If this is in fact my village, and I suspect it is, we use airships to peddle our wares between islands. Keep an eye out for one up ahead.
Alright, we want to move these blocks kind of as best as we can. Now here's an Imaginite chest we can get, but this one's filled with snails. None of these are ever very hard. They're just somewhat annoying. Alright, collect our Imaginite. Following the snail. Another ultimate. Scully Mohawk. That's pretty cool. Metal skull armor. It's a pretty cool set there. Alright, so now that we cut that rope, we unlock this button. So we have to go over here and hit this button. Pretty obvious. Now that we have a bridge, we have to move the spinning blade down the bridge so it can like pop open these guys.
Extraordinary.
There we go. One at a time. And then the last one. Now that opens up the bounce pad.
I'm not empty-headed after all. This must be my village.
And gets us to the airship. So bounce up on the pad and now go back over these guys. It's a little staircase now. Here's another.
Looks as if
Oh,
these beam blocks are blocking our path. Funny how they do that. Be careful, Skylander. This is not the kind of light you'd want to bask in.
so here we have now another new puzzle type thing. It's a laser beam. You cannot jump over it. You get hit. I'm taking a little bit of damage. So you have to kind of move them out of the way together. This one's not very hard. The arrows give you the nice clue of how to do it. Now when you move this one into the other one, you end up blowing it up.
My destiny lies beyond this barrier.
That gets us over here to play Sky Stones, which I'm not going to do today, but every game of Sky Stones is basically the same. And
Ugh, keeping the Mabu safe is exhausting. Hop aboard, and let's get Mr. Bobblehead back where he belongs.
Dark forces have clearly taken root here. The island was crafted by my people as a monument to honor the dragons, but the evil that has animated this place honors no one. Keep your wits about you, Skylander.
and now we're on the dragon. Now this is a pretty cool flying dragon to be on. Reminds me of the dragon from Trap Team, but this one's greener.
Air Skylanders are stronger here.
Alright, now this dragon is made of these little pieces that go up and down. Now I can jump across the bridge if I want, but if we kind of go down here first, there's a little door. It's kind of a secret. And in here is our first treasure chest behind this wall. You can see it dancing around right there. Now don't just get the treasure chest though. We have these weird beams again. So if you scoot them out of the way. I guess it doesn't want that one to go down yet. So scoot this one. Eventually you'll be able to scoot one in the correct direction here, and it'll blow up again.
The wind shall be at my back.
Alright, and in here is one of those hidden Imaginite chests. Now this one will give you an entire set the first time you find it. For me, it's probably just going to be an ultimate. Yeah. Second time through, just an ultimate.
Arm guards.
That's cool, I guess. But you definitely want to do that if you didn't do it, and you'll get an entire set worth of armor. Alright, so that's everything down here in this little cave. Now you just gotta wait for the bridge thing to come back down. And wait for it to bring you up and jump back over.
Watch where you step, Skylander. Good thing I don't have any feet.
Pretty simple puzzle there, and we jump across again. Now wait for these rolling things to go all the way toward one of the rocks,
Tiki Temple is just up ahead.
like that, and then jump over it. And if you notice, we have a path over here on the right. Some treasure up here, and then we can go around the side like this. Now this side isn't as exciting as the other side, but depending on which side you do first, you'd be like, oh, maybe the other side has something. So this side just has a little bit of treasure. Brings you back out to the front here. Now you want to wait and do it again, but now go to the left side. Jump it. Jump it. And over here is a little landing. You can go up. Get some more treasure. Jump down. Go up again to this side. Look at this. Lots more treasure just sitting on the ground. Some more treasure over here. Now, to get out, you go this way, but don't do that yet. You kind of see this bridge go here. Now you can see that little bridge below. When I first did this level, I thought, yeah, I already went down there. I already went through that door like we just did. But this is a different island. It's not the same floating island as before. So you definitely want to jump down onto this one, and then jump down onto this other one, and across into this little cave or doorway.
The Tiki Temple
More
used
treasure.
to be quite an attraction. We made wonderful smoothies. The secret was the dragon fruit.
And another Imaginite chest. There's some more treasure down here even. There's a lot of treasure just in this one side. Now this Imaginite chest will give you another set of armor. But in my case, it's just an ultimate because I already got the set. I think there's about 4 sets of armor maybe in this level. All in Imaginite chests. That's a lot of armor. Alright, so now you come back out here kind of in the middle of the 2 rolling spike rods. So you just got to jump it again. And now you can move on. Now this next floating island has nothing below it. It's kind of sad. So you just have to jump over to the stairs. And then they will fall. Now you're kind of stuck. Once you get this point, you can't go back anymore. So make sure you get those Imaginite chests and that first treasure chest first time through.
Time to meet your destiny.
Alright, we have some firefly enemies here. Up above us are going to be the guys that throw some bombs, which really, depending on the Skylander you use, you probably aren't going to be able to attack them from down here. There's a couple Skylanders that can get the job done. So now just stay out of the way of their landing zones and focus on these guys shooting the beams. Hoping to hit him with a headbutt here. Oh, he knocked me back into that. Once you get rid of all the enemies down here, this bridge thing is going to go up. Staircase, there we go.
I remember now. The temple, the voodoo dolls, the island coming to life. The curse has returned. In my time, the curse possessed Dragon Island and terrorized our village. And now, it threatens to do so again. It must be stopped. Okay!
Now you can go up these steps and attack these guys who are throwing the bomb. Again, I like to use my lightning attack to knock them down. Stop them from hitting those bombs. Then I take care of them with my sword. Oh, there's one more guy. I didn't knock him down, and he didn't follow me, so I gotta go all the way back around again. There, I got him with the lightning. Here's a selfie spot if you like a cool Cursed Tiki Temple selfie. Alright. Now I can pick up some of this food, because I did take a little bit of damage. Scoot this beam across. It's going to open up this staircase for us. Before we go up there though, we do want to come over to this other side and, oh, some more food. Get our Imaginite chest. Another ultimate, which I believe means that was another set of armor.
Headgear.
Ooh, Fascinator helmet. That looks pretty cool. Alright, now we can go into the temple.
The curse has sealed all the chamber doors. This pedestal pulses with the same power as the curse. Place me upon it, and perhaps we will find a way forward.
Alright, this is called the Try Passage Antechamber. Now, Connor doesn't like levels like this. We're going to go through a door, we're going to do a part of the level, we're going to come back here, we're going to go through another door, do another part of the level, come back here, and then we're going to go through a third door before we can move on. He doesn't like those kind of levels that repeat like that, but I don't really see this room as being too repetitive. They could have strung it out in a linear fashion, but to me it doesn't matter. We're going to use Bob a lot though, right, in the next few parts. Because see, there he is, we have to pick him up. Now he makes things kind of disappear. So if you take it up to his teeth, the teeth just disappear and you can move on.
To slow us down. Fortunately, I can see right through them.
But don't do that yet. Don't go straight through the teeth. We have to take Bob over here to this little dragon statue. If you get close to it, oh, it fades away. And there is our treasure chest. I think this is one of the harder treasure chests to find. You have to remember to check everything while you're holding Bob like that. Because if you don't have Bob and you come over here, you're not going to see it. I think the boys found this one, but this is the one that I got stuck on over and over again. Alright, so through the teeth we go into the next part. Now once again, because you're holding Bob, parts of the level will disappear. Like, they're kind of like fake parts of the dragon, I guess. Come down to get some treasure. Go up to exit.
Those giant dragon heads are super creepy.
Of course, Bob goes here, but don't put him there yet. Because we have to search. Like before, Bob kind of makes things disappear. This, not going to disappear. But if you go over here, this one disappears, leaving you another Imaginite chest. With, you guessed it, another set of armor.
New night weapon.
I only got an epic this time, but ooh, that's cool. Hot Dog's Fury. Alright, now if I remember right, those might be the only two places, there might be one more, that disappear. And then you put Bob in here and get eaten by the dragon.
Earth Skylanders are stronger here.
Now we have a Netherworld Battle. As you can see up on the top, we have a enemy locked gate. That means we have to fight these guys to get through. There's no getting around this battle. You don't necessarily have to battle though near those lights. Those lights will damage you. And I do want to come up here to hit this guy throwing bombs. And once you think you've got them all, unfortunately new ones usually pop up. Yeah, you get some electrical damage in those sections there. But that's why I like having this sword shoot out the electricity bolts. And once upgraded like mine, shoot 3 at a time, keeping these guys away from me, not only does it hit them from far away, but it knocks them down if it hits them. It knocks them back, giving me more time to do more of these bolt attacks. If they get too close, that's what my sword is for. Or if I want to get mean, I just throw this air at them. Alright. Once you kill enough of them, the door opens and all that electricity goes away. Get some pizza here so we can heal. We gotta put Bob down. Which opens the door out. Alright, back at the chamber. Now a new...
Word. I had forgotten how powerful the curse could be. When last it struck, the dragons used their magic to try and stop it, but it wasn't enough. I was transformed into a magical statue that would seal the curse away for all eternity. Let's push on, Skylander. Finding more dragon shrines should help us put the curse back in the bottle. The bottle, of course, being me.
Alright, so this time, this little pedestal is turned on to put Bob on. We do that, and this door opens. I take Bob again.
Fire Skylanders are stronger here.
So, there's our next treasure chest we have to get to. That will be our third and final treasure chest. But as you can see, before I go forward, you can see where Bob needs to go there. And you don't have to do this the first time, because you'll have more opportunities. But this piece here is, you can go into it. But there's nothing down here. I think they forgot to put a secret down here. Why would you need to open that if there's nothing in it? Isn't that weird? That's I think somebody forgot they put it there. Alright. We put Bob down. Now Bob's going to knock down some walls, like this wall right here. So we can get in this section, pick up Bob again. Make our way to where Bob needs to go again. Put him in there.
Ooh, feeling a bit lighted.
Alright, now let's just check this out one more time. Yep, still nothing down here. It's not like dropping the walls made something appear there. Maybe that's where they were going to put the treasure chest. They forgot. So what you have to do to get the treasure chest is not go forward from here, because if you cross this area, you know, that's not the right way. Come all the way over here and come down again through this piece of hidden area, and you can get your treasure chest. Alright, now Bob shows you which panels are real and which ones are fake. You go all the way across. These 6 here are the real ones, and it's just a bridge you can cross. Not too hard, as long as you have Bob with you. If you don't have Bob with you, and there's a possibility you might not, those same 6 will be the 6 that don't move, so you can still get across. I think I died without Bob after coming up here or something, and I had to do it without Bob. I thought I was going to get stuck. Alright. Put Bob where he belongs.
Heads up!
Pick Bob up again. See, this is going away, but you can just go in circles. You have to come there to put Bob here.
Now that is a head rub.
And then you just kind of circle around and pick Bob up now over here again. And this wall fell so you can get out. And again, Bob is going to show you that these 2 corner tiles are the ones you have to jump on.
Down the hatch.
There we go. We can get out of that room. Now we have a little side-scrolling area.
This really adds a whole new dimension.
There's nothing really secret here except for some extra treasure. I'm not going to go for it unless I miss a jump, then we'll get it. Alright, so these things, you can tell, they're going to flash when they're ready to come out. And jump on them to get through. You can see below me is a little bit of treasure, things to break. And actually we have to go down here. Well, okay. So let me show you this. This is what happens if you fall, you have to go all the way back around, right? However, if you can see below me, if you go this, well, below me here is a bunch of treasure. I think Connor found this by accident. And then you shoot you up that direction. Alright, now you can see below me was a little more treasure, but I did not get that piece. And there's nothing down those cracks. You can see there are these blocks that are there, but they go away as Bob gets close to them. So you can't really stand on them, but they become gaps. Alright, that's our little side-scrolling section. And we pick up Bob again.
No time to lose, Skylander. You must reunite my head with my body to put the curse to rest.
Okay, so now we bring Bob up to the top and go through the last door. Now we have a slightly larger puzzle. It's not a hard puzzle though. As long as you walk Bob over, you can see those are all disappearing. All these tiles disappearing. Okay, here's some that are not. So just walk slowly on the panels that don't disappear. Now it gets a little tricky because you got to make a jump. Well, you might be able to walk it, but I jumped to be safe. And here, you have to jump to safety, like that.
The teeth and past the gums. Look out, Curse! Here we come! Ah, at last, my buddy. Told you I was a handsome fellow Skylander. Skylander? Skylander! Now where did you get off? Skylander, come quickly. The longer the curse is free, the stronger it gets.
Imaginators are stronger here.
Alright, so this is sort of your boss level. It's not one boss though, it's just kind of like a weird arena challenge. And these big guys come back. Alright, also we have to move these bricks. Now if you move them, oh man, I missed.
Those tiki heads are suspended by rope.
We gotta watch out for these fireballs coming down the lanes. And move it over there to cut the rope. Now, you could use an Imaginator. I'm not going to use an Imaginator. What I'm going to do is get this guy to try to come close to me and come close to this brick thing, this block. Not so he can get chopped. I don't care much about that. If he stops somewhat close, what can happen is you can, I'm having a hard time, just move this block into him, like that. And that'll instantly get rid of him. Alright, so that's like stage 1. Think of it like an arena battle. So that was stage 1. Although we don't get a bunch of food and money afterwards, which kind of stinks. You just have to dodge his fireballs. We get one slice of pizza. Alright. So quickly, move the bricks and cut the ropes. Because those ropes, once they're cut, the pink fireballs will stop being thrown, I guess, by the statues. So we want to move this as quick as possible. Alright, that gets rid of the pink glowing balls of fire. That's important. These guys are easy enough to beat. You don't need Imaginator. Now you got the big guy again. Oh, switch the block through him, just like that. Uh-oh. Ah, they're all small. Blades will cut these guys too. They'll help you out if you kind of stay near the block. Alright, 2 more big guys. Boom, take care of them. One push. See? No Imaginator needed. Double fireball.
Come quickly.
Pretty easy to dodge. We got lots of ropes though. I will take the little bit of damage from the blades just to be able to push it sooner. Because the blades will hurt you, but then they'll reset and you can push it again. You don't take that much damage from the blade. Alright. Got rid of both the big guys there in one push. I can concentrate on these little guys. Not sure they're going to be the last ones though, are they? Nope. Another round of enemies. I'm holding the 3rd button down and just non-stop air will come out of them. Good attack. Not sure why that didn't move. Okay, got 2 of them. And the last one. Look at that. Come on, it couldn't be easier.
Over here.
Alright, so that's where Bob needs to go. So we gotta pick up Bob.
To the statue. Right on.
If we go over here. Maybe it's 1 level up. I thought there was a secret over here, maybe not. Bob is not letting me in any of those dragon heads, so I guess I was thinking of the other level, other part of the level. We just can come up here and place him on his body or whatever.
You have helped me remember my purpose, Skylander, and for that I am eternally grateful. Now, to seal away this curse once and for all. Be gone! Level complete.
There it is. Level complete. We got all of our treasure chests. We got the troll radio, defeated enough enemies. We did everything but the speed run. That's about as good as you can do the first time through. So if you want that 3rd star, you'll have to play again. Get a very fast Skylander and just zip right through that as fast as you can. And make sure you know, move those blocks to kill the bad guys like I did, to probably get rid of them faster than you can with an Imaginator. But maybe an Imaginator is very powered, could roll through them just as fast. Alright, there's not much of an ending story. Yep. Alright, that's it. There's not much of an ending story to these bonus levels. Basically, him closing the curse was the best we got for, you know, an ending. A couple additional actors were used. You saw that at the end there. A couple additional credits that probably were not in the main game, so they were only in that bonus level. I think Cinder's voice was probably one of those. It's the first time we've seen Cinder in a while. I kind of wonder why they chose Cinder, though. Maybe that's just the voice actor they could get. I mean, what happened to Voodoo? Wouldn't that be a perfect level for Voodoo? Or even Double Trouble, maybe. But whatever. Needed a dragon. Cinder was a good one to choose, so I guess that's why they did that. But that'll do it. That's our last walkthrough video for now. When the Lost Imaginite Mines comes out, I'll do a walkthrough on that. And then we're going to have to wait a while to see if they're going to add any more content to this game. They had said, because there's no new game coming out this year, that they will put out a few more Imaginators, some more Senseis, and maybe some more levels. However, I'm not sure if the new Imaginators they were talking about were just the unreleased Imaginators that were kind of already known, or if they actually plan on developing some brand new Imaginators that'll come out like next year. I guess we'll have to wait and see. For now, join us. Come back. I got some more videos I'm going to be doing, and when that Lost Imaginite Mines comes out, we'll be playing that. So be on the lookout for a unboxing and the videos for that as well. Until then, I'm Mike from SkylanderNutts. It's been fun showing you how to get through these levels, and we'll be back again soon.